This ridiculous controversy, a non-issue some would say, over the actress Sydney Sweeney starring in an ad for American Eagle, which has the tagline, "Sydney Sweeney has great genes." Well, this controversy is continuing, and the overreaction from some of the usual types is pretty hilarious. Have a look.
Sydney Sweeney has good genes. Really? Like, the eugenics in that, it's dripping with it.
It's white supremacy at the end of the day.
A lot saying that it's slighted towards, like, eugenics.
As I said to Kristin, it's extraordinary to see how some of these leftists and feminists have gone on the attack.
Yeah, I mean, the ad was a play on words, right? The point of the ad was that Sydney Sweeney is attractive. That's it. It was just kind of this classic Americana type ad. But here's the thing, Chris. Sydney Sweeney is blonde with blue eyes, and she's white. She's got that traditional female body type that men have always been attracted to. So the left has now, I guess, made it MAGA to recognize traditional female beauty. I mean, it's just absurd, this whole thing.
You refer to a traditional female body type to which men are generally attracted. I don't know what you're talking about there, but I better move on to something I do understand, and that is the share market. Have a look at what's happened to American Eagle, isn't it? The shares price since the ad started, they picked up initially, but then since the controversy in the last few days, it's gone through the roof. So it's certainly been good for business. And Donald Trump has made great play of the fact that it turns out Sydney Sweeney apparently is a Republican, registered as a Republican. Have a look.
If Sydney Sweeney is a registered Republican, I think her ad is fantastic. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
It's extraordinary, isn't it, Kristin? All this, all American culture, it all plays into Trump's view of America, and he's making hay out of this.
Of course he is. This is just classic Trump. But I never understood why all these Hollywood people are always so liberal outwardly. I mean, half the country is conservative. We need a conservative celebrity or two. So the few that we have do very well. And that's why American Eagle shares are skyrocketing, because the half of the country that thinks liberals are totally out of their minds are now going and buying these jeans because Sydney Sweeney's apparently a Republican.
Yeah, you can make a political statement depending on which jeans you buy. Have a look at Donald Trump on Truth Social. He's weighed into this again in social media, praising, of course, Sydney Sweeney and comparing her to the woke Taylor Swift, who's apparently not hot anymore because she's woke. It's just brilliant stuff. But I'm going to make a prediction here, because let's have a look at one of the television ads for American Eagle jeans with Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
Okay, so she likes a Mustang, a V8. Stick with me here, Kristin, because I want to show you this latest clip that's turned up on social media.
Wow, 9:21. Oh my God, girl! Your first time? That was really good.
Okay, there we have it. She shoots guns and shoots well, apparently, Kristin. Now, this is my prediction, right? She's an attractive American woman who is outed now as a registered Republican. Donald Trump supports her. She likes driving V8s, and she doesn't mind shooting at the shooting range. She is going to be cancelled big time.
Well, she could be canceled by half the country, but the other half of the country is loving this. And you know what the best part about this is? Every time one of these celebrities gets canceled by the media, within 5 seconds, Chris, they come out groveling, saying, "Don't worry, please don't hate me. I'm actually not a Republican, please." And they put out this big garbledy-gook statement, kind of trying to appease the mob. She's not doing that. Sydney Sweeney is not out there groveling or apologizing or trying to distance herself from Republicans. She's just kind of letting this play out, and her silence tells us everything we need to know. She's a Republican, and she's not apologizing for it. It's great.
I hope you're right. I hope she does stick true to whatever her political beliefs are and she's not cancelled. And if they try and cancel her, she should just soldier on because, as you say, there are plenty of people who admire and respect her. It's going to be a fascinating one to watch. I wanted to get on to a topic that you've raised with us for years now, and that is, of course, immigration and the crackdown on the border from Donald Trump's been successful. You wanting to do more in terms of getting rid of illegal immigrants. But astonishing news now that this year, American net migration might actually go backwards, perhaps for the first time ever. Here's a CNN report.
How about net migration in the United States? Get this, it's down. It's going to be down at least 60%. We may be dealing with, get this, negative net migration to the United States in 2025. That would be the first time there is negative net migration in this country in at least 50 years. We're talking about down from 2.8 million in 2024.
This is going to be big news and a stunning turnaround. We're dealing in a country here in Australia where our immigration's been running too high. Governments have been promising to reduce it but have failed to do so. But Donald Trump, once more, here is actually delivering on his election agenda.
It speaks to the power of the U.S. presidency as well. All it takes is one strong leader with will and with the right messaging to have this dramatic impact. This is not a bad statistics. You'll have these leftists on the mainstream media melting down saying this statistic means we're going to have this huge crisis in America. We won't have enough workers. That is absolutely not true. We need to start focusing on this country on quality in terms of quantity, and instead of quantity, rather, when it comes to who we are letting into this country. What we had going on for the past few years was unsustainable, and it is finally turning around. And I laugh because we had people like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden telling us that we had to pass this massive border bill, which would, increase all this spending in order to actually secure the border. We didn't need that. All we needed was strong messaging and a strong leader to change things dramatically.
Amazing stuff. Amazing turnaround. Great to talk to you, Kristin. Catch you next week.
Thank you very much, Chris. Great to talk.